Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mercy Wamboi. In case you are new here, this is my YouTube channel, and in this channel we do everything in between life and just make sure you're new and growing together with me. Okay, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I do my very moist, fluffy, easy cupcakes. Okay, this is how I do it, and learn from me. If you're a beginner, this is a beginner friendly tutorial for you to learn how to do your cupcakes. In case you're selling bento cakes, in case you have an order to do your cupcakes, in case you what in case you what in case you just want to learn how to do cupcakes for your home, for desserts, for anything, learn from me. And welcome to this video. So straight on to the ingredients of today. So this is going to be my mixing bowl, and of course I need a spatula. I need some measuring cups and spoon. They are here. Those ones are tools that you'll need. We also have some margarine. This is a 1/4 cup margarine, 1 egg, some vanilla essence, baking soda, baking powder, some vegetable oil, some sugar. I'll be needing some maziwa lala or buttermilk. I also need fresh milk at some point. And last but not least, we need the flour and of course my baking tray and some cupcake papers, which you'll be seeing later on. So let's start. In my mixing bowl, I'm going to be doing my margarine and my sugar first. So I put my margarine. You can use butter if you have butter. I don't have butter at the moment in the house, so I'm using Prestige. If you don't have butter, Prestige is the best margarine to use for catering and for baking purposes. So you can buy Prestige margarine. Like that. And then I'm also going to be adding my sugar. So 3/4 cups of sugar. So I'm going to be using this cup of mine. This is 1 cup, and I'm going to measure it 3/4 way. That is enough. Put your sugar and margarine together, and we are going to be mixing that using our stand mixer until it's well combined. So I need to scrape it down because my bowl is very wide, so that I can bring everything together. And as you can see, it's combining very well. I'll give it one last whisk and then we can continue adding the wet ingredients. So this recipe is supposed to give you a set of 12 cupcakes. If you want more, you can just double the Up next, I'll be adding 1 egg. A 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. This is 1/2 cup. I also have 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Right now I'm going to be adding all my wet ingredients so that I can mix them all together. So here is my buttermilk. This is basically maziwa lala, or you can add natural yogurt if you have. So this is just to add moisture into our cupcakes. So yes, here is my maziwa lala. Add it in. A teaspoon of vanilla. The vanilla I'm using is the Pradeep. If you're in Kenya, this is the best vanilla essence I have come across. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon, and I'll pick my measuring spoons. But if you have if you are having normal kitchen spoons, you can take your teaspoon and use. It's refusing to focus, but it says 1 teaspoon of vanilla, so we measure 1 teaspoon. Meanwhile, guys, I'm preheating my oven at 200 degrees Celsius. So yeah, you want to preheat it at a high temperature so that your cupcakes will have the best conditions to cook. So that, and I also want to add a half teaspoon of vinegar. Vinegar enables your cake to have that velvety feel. Especially if you're making a red velvet stuff, vinegar is key. So I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar to my wet ingredients, half a teaspoon, kidogo tu, like so. What else have I forgotten? I don't think there's anything else. So we mix that, and then you're going to start adding our dry ingredients. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to mix them using my spatula so that everything can combine, and I will not have things that are splattering and splashing everywhere. So mix it well, like that, and it smells amazing. Good. Once that's done, scrape off your spatula. And now we are going to mix. So next, once this is the mixture I have attained after mixing my wet ingredients, and now we want to be adding our dry ingredients. That entails flour, and I'm going to be doing 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm not going to be sieving because I don't have a sieve, but if you have a sieve, it's best for you to sieve your flour so that you can incorporate air into it, and that will help your cakes to rise better, and also it will remove any lumps and any unwanted materials from the flour. So I'm adding 1 1/4 cups of flour, and my quarter cup has a lot of margarine in it, but it's okay. We're going to make do with what we have. That's 1 1/4. And to that, I'm going to be adding my baking powder, my baking soda, and some salt. So for salt, I'm just going to do a pinch of salt because I feel salt balances everything. It just makes just gives the whole cake like a good taste, gives it structure. And then we're going to be adding our baking powder as well, and that's half a teaspoon of baking powder. So I take my measuring spoons again and look for half a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, so I have added my dry ingredients, and I'm taking my spatula and I'm going to mix, first of all, using a spatula, because the minute you put on your mixer, the flour will be flying all over. So if you don't want that, mix it with your spatula. And also, we don't want to overmix our batter because you'll be breaking the structures that will hold your cake together once it rises. So if possible, if you mix with your spatula and everything combines together well, please don't use a mixer, you can just leave it out. So let me mix like that, and I'm going to beat it a little bit. Don't over mix your batter. That way you'll not have sunken cakes. And if you want me to do a video on mistakes and how you can avoid sunken cakes, comment on the comment section below, and I will be sure to do that for you guys. Anyway, so that's mixed. I'm going to scrape that off, and I'm going to beat it just a little bit. Of our bowl so that we can get everything to combine. And as you can see, that batter looks well prepared. Now let's prepare our cake tin. Pour everything together. My oven has already finished preheating, and then we're going to bake them in the oven. So guys, right about now I am lining my cupcake tin, and this cupcake tray I got from a baker's shop. So if you are looking for a cupcake tray, I prefer this one. Yeah, from any baker's shop, you'll be able to, where you get all your other tins, you'll be able to get this. It's locally made, and it gets the job done, and it's easy to clean. And because it's made of this metal, or mabati so to call it, it cooks the cakes very well. And yeah, I just like it, and it was not so expensive. So if you're looking to buy a cupcake tin and you do not want to get the ones that are sold in the supermarket, you can go to a baker shop and get this one. I think it cost me around 380 or 50, and this is a 12 cupcake set. So yeah, I bake my cupcakes in 12s, like a dozen. So you can only get 12, 24, and so on and so forth. Okay, yeah, so we're going to fill our cupcake liners 3/4 way or even half. And I realized actually once they were cooked, if you fill them in half, you'll get like almost flat cupcake. You do not want it to be to rise or to overrise or to be dome shaped on top if at all you're going to be icing it, because now the icing will be too tall for the cake and it will be looking ridiculous. So yeah, you can fill them halfway, and then they will rise to the correct level for you to be able to ice. Anyway, yeah, so let's fill our cupcakes until we finish the batter in the bowl, and then you're going to be throwing them in the oven for 20-25 minutes max at a temperature of 180 degrees. Remember, I already preheat my oven at 200 degrees. The reason is, when you preheat your oven high and then you throw in your cupcakes to bake, they rise fast. And then now when you, okay, I don't know that you're going to understand. Like, the high temperatures give a very good conducive environment for the cupcakes to start cooking immediately you put them, and then they rise continuously. And then when now you put the correct temperatures for them to cook, which is 180 degrees, they cook through inside. So yeah, I hope you understand. I'm not confusing you, right? Anyway, so let's fill our cupcakes and then we'll see the outcome. And if you are watching the video up until this far, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for always coming back if you are a returning subscriber. And if you are a new subby, please consider subscribing, and also let me know what you think about this video. Comment on the comment section, and also let me know what other videos you'd love to see from me, and I'll be sure to deliver. Also, I'll not forget to thank you for the love you've been showing me of late on my other cake videos. Thank you so much. I cannot be thankful enough, but yeah, thank you. So into the oven they go, and by the magic of editing,
this is after 10 minutes. And this is how they look, and I loved how they had risen. As you can see, there are some of them that have become dome shaped. I think I overfilled those ones, and others that are flat very well. Like they're not so flat, but they look good. They're not over risen. And yeah, here are our cupcakes. They look beautiful, they tasted yummy, they smelled amazing, and I just left them to cool and then enjoy them. I wasn't going to ice them. For this video, I just wanted to show you how I do my cupcakes. So you can do any. This is basic vanilla. We do chocolate. I'll do red velvet and any other flavor that you, confetti and all that jazz. So whip up your whipping cream, buttercream, and then decorate them, and they will be looking dapper and they will taste amazing. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I think I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.